there everybody! I went to stay at my Nana Nora's this week. I went to help her in her garden. When I arrived, she told me she'd got green fingers. I was really worried. I hoped it wasn't infectious. It sounds like a nasty disease and I didn't want to catch it. She was very pleased to have my help. She said I was her budding apprentice. I said, well, I think, Nana Nora, it's just one of Rose's things. I was pretty worried at the beginning of the week, though. Nana Nora told me, as she waved a great big pair of scissor-like things around, that she was going to teach me to deadhead things. I told her I didn't want to deadhead anything. Then she explained exactly what deadheading is and why it needs to be done. Deadheading is a term used in gardening when you cut off flower heads that have faded or died. Nana Nora says it needs to be done so that plants can keep flowering. You see, when a flower has flowered, you know, when it's done its thing, its petals go dry and brown. Nana Nora says, Norman, it's gone to seed. And if you leave a dead flower on a plant, the plant uses all its energy to make new seeds. And if it does that, it won't have enough energy left to make new flowers. So we had to go around Nana Nora's garden looking at all her plants, and then if we saw one with dead heads, we had to cut them off, all the flowers that had finished flowering. I felt a bit sad, but Nana Nora reassured me. She said that these flowers had been lovely in their season, but now it was time for them to make way for new flowers. But do you know, Nana Nora kept some of the flower heads that had gone to seed. She said she wanted to keep these seeds so that she could plant them somewhere else and watch them bloom somewhere new. Well, my week of gardening got me thinking. We sometimes need to do some deadheading in our lives. If we hang on to things for too long, they will sap our energy, especially if we hang on to troubles and worries and burdens. God wants us to give all this stuff to Him. He wants us to trust Him, especially to trust Him with all He's got planned for us next. Because God has plans for each of us, and His plans are always good. So, perhaps when you see plants with dead heads, you could take a moment to think about all the things you need to give to God. And perhaps you'll remember to put your trust in Him for all the good things He has planned for you next. Anyway, I've got to go now. I'll see you next time.